I is someone aware of possessing a personal individuality, the self. I is someone aware of possessing a personal individuality. But that's the meaning of this word I. No other meaning. No other pointing. No idea where it was born from. We have dates, times where words were created, born in Sanskrit, in all types of language. But I, still no definition of what I means. In the 16th century, I was replaced because it began to shrink and become a me, a personal factor, a personal individual, a number one I, me. The ego takes this personal number one I, me in different ways. I'm number one, says the king, the queen. I am number one. I am the main man. And at the other end of the scale, I'm just a number. I'm just a little old-fashioned number. That's the human way. We can't even be bothered at school to learn what the word I means, because the teacher can't take you there. It cannot mean anything. It does not even mean it's personal to you. It is a word that is untouchable for all the right reasons. Shrunk in the 16th century to just say little old me. And yet, speakers everywhere, Papaji, Ramana Maharshi, Muji, even Jesus, Buddha, Shiva, all questioned this word I. Not the word I, the original word I, the true I, the true self, that decided to shrink itself, or something shrank it. Whether it's a system, whether it's a universal shift, whether the universe does not like humanity being whole, it wants to divide and segment it. I don't think that's the real case. There's another case that there wants to be division, there wants to be separation, opposition, there wants to be an obvious rich and poor, high and low. The minute you accept this I in me, this shrinking I in me, means you accept the I identity. That's the other things that this I says if you look in this dictionary. It's just a simple name of the 9th letter that starts many names that suggest minuscule, an identity, an idea, individual, in the jewel, little old me against big old me. But we're not here to ridicule the I. We're here to ridicule the mind that you have adopted to say, I am just this 16th century shrinking little old me. Because even before the 16th century, in that first century, Christ said, through me. Christ is not a spiritual time-based human being that only existed in the first century of Christ. Christ is timeless. Christ knows what's going on in the 50th century if we're still here. Timeless spirit. So Christ already knew that this me would be introduced, was being introduced to the being state of self. Let's go back and look at the little meaning. Someone was aware. Someone was aware of a personal I. So, who is the someone that is aware of its state becoming personal and shrinking as I? I mean, it's a very simple question. When you ask the teacher a question, what's the capital city of Spain, miss? The teacher says, who's asking the question? Well, it's me. I. Graham. No. Something before the question arose, something was inspired to ask the question. Something inside said, look for a question that may impress the teacher. That was not a questioner. That what looks for the question cannot be the questioner. The body, the little old me, the identity I, questions the teacher on behalf of whatever this someone is. At the end of the abbreviation, someone who is aware, I mean someone who is aware of being possessed of a personal identity, a personal notification, / in capital letters, self. Self is asking, self is defining its own meaning about how it has shrunk into being a little old 16th century, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st century person, an employee of the one that really is that true I. You don't have to have a castle or a mansion or a country or yachts or be in power to define where your true I is and to live a life as a king. When you know what a king really is, not an emperor or a conqueror or a status, a king is recognizing that what is before the king. And the mind will simply think its way out of that situation, say, well, is he saying I'm God? Is he saying I'm something, a saint? Is he saying that I'm true Christ? Is he saying that I'm Buddha? No. Beyond all these states, beyond all these words, these identities that you have picked up and learned and been conditioned into at school, like this one, like every single one of us. Go through I. Go through me, says Christ. Go through me. And I is the way. You can take it personal. Go through me and I am the way. You must go through the I, into the wormhole, into that place where there's no one special. But the one that is special is that true one. And you're not a part of that true one. You don't have to be religious to know that God, if God actually exists as a human form and is the father of all those gave life to, how can you be apart from God? How can you be a little servant of God? Your mind is a servant to you. Who are you? Who am I? You define your own I. Find out the meaning of your I. But you may have to disperse of this little me You may have to go through me, as Christ says, to discover what I is. And good luck. Don't just look up the dictionary, a paperback novel of bullshit. Look up the dictionary within. The dictionary within I.